With multiple variants of the coronavirus spreading and a mask mandate on public transit about to go into effect, it's important to know the best way to protect yourself. We hear a lot about N95 masks, which filter out at least 95% of airborne particles. That's according to the CDC. But medical workers are urging people to limit those for the professionals since they're in short supply. Megan Cerullo is a CBS MoneyWatch reporter. She wrote about this for CBSNews.com, and she is here to tell us about which masks offer the most protection and how to spot a fake. That's really interesting to me because now you can buy masks pretty much everywhere. You go to the CVS, you got them. I go over to my little bodega on the corner, they got masks there. And it's really hard to figure out what is anything more than just a little piece of fabric and what's actually going to do the job. So President Biden has issued a 100-day mask challenge. And tomorrow, masks will be required at train stations, bus terminals, and airports around the country. But as the government pushes for more mask compliance, I'm wondering if it matters what you wear.
Hi, Vladimir. It does matter. It's increasingly important that we all wear masks. And the two most important things to consider when selecting a face mask are its fit and its filtration. So you want a mask that is highly efficient at filtering airborne particles, and also a mask that fits your face well, that forms a deodorant and a plaster that you're wanting. And should probably be sufficient.
Megan, so we'll just let our audience know that there is a raging snowstorm on the East Coast, and that is affecting.
Yes. Megan is not a robot.
Yeah. Max Headroom is what I thought. You'll have to Google that, kids, because I don't have time to explain it. But yes, we're having some technical difficulties with your live shot. So Megan, just walk it back just a bit for us. You did say that there are some differences between the masks. The question that I think a lot of people will have is, we have heard the N95 masks are the ones that are the most effective. Early on in the pandemic, they weren't really available. In fact, they're not really available now because they're basically made for healthcare professionals and those on the front lines. But there are KN95 masks. I've seen those for sale on Amazon. I've seen them for sale in other locations. Explain the difference between those two masks and what people should be looking for.
N95s are the gold standard. They're considered the king of all masks because they are approved by the National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. And they, I have one here. This is from a company called Protective Healthcare that's based in New Jersey. It has a very tight protective seal, and it filters 95% of airborne particles, but those are in short supply. So KN95s are popping up, like you said, everywhere on eBay, on Amazon, and those are out of China. So KN95 masks meet the Chinese government's standards for approval. They are not, however, approved by the U.S. And you really want to avoid shopping for them on Amazon and elsewhere just because there are so many counterfeits out there. If you do want a KN95, however, the FDA has issued a list of KN95 masks from China that have been approved for emergency use in healthcare setting. So I have one here from a company called Powcom, and this is approved for emergency use by the FDA. And as you can tell, it looks similar to an N95. Again, though, it is not NIOSH approved. So any KN95 masks that claims to be NIOSH approved is counterfeit.
But so real quick before, Megan, where can people buy that?
This is from a company called Powcom. Anne-Marie is actually holding up an authentic N95 from Protective Health Gear. Those are available, and if you go to protectivehealthgear.com, you can purchase N95s. This Powcom mask I did find on Amazon, but I cross-checked it against the FDA's list of approved masks, and it was on that list.
So I got to tell you, Megan, so this is the first time you were kind enough to sort of send one all the way here. This is the first time I'm actually looking at an N95 mask close up. I'm typically wearing one of these ones, the regular kind of paper ones that people wear. And you're right. You know, when you were breaking up a little, you said one of the most important things is that the masks need to fit you properly, right? Because obviously if there's air escaping, you have to be able to breathe. But if there's air escaping, then particles can be escaping. And the thing about this mask with sort of the blue on the outside and the white on the inside is you're constantly kind of adjusting it to create a tighter fit. It drops down if you're talking too much. And I can see the difference. I can clearly see the difference. But one of the things that we've been seeing a lot lately are people doubling up on masks, wearing two masks. Is that an option that we should be entertaining if we can't get our hands on an N95?
It is. We've seen a lot of people wearing two masks. Who would have thought a year ago anything mask related would become trendy, but double masking is. And the thinking behind double masking is, like you said, a light blue surgical mask like this one. These are easy to come by, and they provide good filtration. So they achieve the filtration aspect. But like you said, Anne-Marie, they don't fit as snugly. They gap on the sides. The elastic stretches out. So the thinking behind double masking is you achieve the filtration with the light blue surgical mask, and then you grab a cloth mask that fits your face a little better. You put it atop the surgical mask, and by double masking, you achieve both a good filtration ability and a good fit.
So, but the one thing that is unclear still, I think, for a lot of people, Megan, is when we wear double masks, it seems as the reason we do that is to protect ourselves. And we know that the masks do protect us, but we've also been told that the masks are to protect others. So is the idea behind wearing a double mask meaning that that your droplets are less likely to get near or in the area, the space around another person?
That is true. If you have that tight seal around your face, then you're not the aerosols that you emit, that you expel into the environment, aren't going to be coming out of the side. So in addition to protecting yourself, it is about protecting others. And the higher quality mask someone else is wearing, the more protected you are from their aerosols.
Really, really important information there. And again, just for people who may want to pick up some of those masks, you said the N95s are available from protectivehealthgear.com, and the KN95s, which do meet certain standards but aren't necessarily approved because they are made in China, you said is from a company called?
This is from a company called Powcom, and if you head over to CBSMoneyWatch.com, our story does actually link to some of those mask varieties.
Excellent. Megan, thank you as always. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Vlad and Anne-Marie.
So as Megan mentioned, you can read her piece, Where to Find an N95 or High Filtration Mask for Biden's 100-Day Challenge, right now on CBSNews.com.